Hey there, it's Kurt Molly. Hey, I'm glad that you landed on this video. I want to talk to you about a case study about one of our Advertiser Fix Finder tools. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been sending out emails. We've been talking a lot about these Advertiser Fix Finders that we've essentially created. Well, I want to give you a perfect example in a case study that we've worked with an e-commerce client. So essentially, a couple of months ago, this e-commerce client came to us and they said that their current advertising agency that they've been with for a couple of years just were no longer producing big ideas for their ad creatives to really help out with their e-commerce funnel. See, this e-commerce client had really started to see sales drop off. They needed to put in $1 and get $2 back for a return, so a 2 ROAS. The problem is they hadn't been seeing that in a long while and they didn't know exactly what was wrong. Their thought was that if they just got rid of their old agency, hired a new agency, everything would be perfectly fine. Well, actually, we use the Advertiser Fix Finder for e-commerce. We have these fix finders for lots of different funnels. And we started to look at the numbers that the other agency was running, and we found out there were actually two major problems the client had on their hands. And actually, it didn't really have to do with a lot with the advertising. So when we took everything back over, we set expectations with the client. I'm going to show you how we did that with the Advertiser Fix Finder tool. And then as we started to run the numbers and test more traffic, again, it became very clear what their two major issues were. And it actually didn't have anything to do with traffic. See, we talk to people all the time who don't understand why their stats are no longer working like they used to. It doesn't matter what type of funnel, could be on Facebook, could be on Google, could be on YouTube. The problem is we talk to a lot of people and they don't know exactly what's gone wrong or exactly what they need to fix. And a lot of times people just want to change everything and fix everything where they really don't have to. So I want you to look over my shoulder with this specific client. I'm going to give you the case study of what we did in the beginning, what we did in the middle, and then what happened next, and how we use this specific tool. If you would like access to any of these tools, I'll give you a link at the very bottom of the video on how you can get access to these tools. We're doing a 30-day sprint. We're working with people and all these different tools to basically show you exactly where the biggest problems are in your ads and or your funnel, so you know exactly what to work on and exactly to do next. Not only is this tool going to show you where the biggest opportunities are and the things that you can work on, but this tool is also going to give you specific training, insights, guidance, and resources to get these stats back up, to turn your campaigns back around to be profitable. So if you're making a little bit of money now, we want to show you how to make a lot more money. If you're wondering why your ads are in the red, we want to help turn those into the green, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. So let's go ahead, look over my shoulder. Let's take a look at this case study. I can't wait to show you this. And again, if you have any questions or you would like our agency to help you or you'd like access to these tools, click on the button down below. You'll find out more information. Let's go ahead and jump on into the case study. All right, let's jump on into the Advertiser's Fix Finder e-commerce case study. Now, keep in mind, the Advertiser Fix Finder, the process is really pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to collect 4 to 10 critical KPIs from the ad account. And these KPIs are going to vary depending on what type of funnel that you have. And keep in mind, a KPI is a key performance indicator. These are going to be very specific numbers that we want to grab depending on the ad type, setup, and the funnel to make sure that we're on track. Now, what we want to take a look at is what do those KPIs look like right now? What are your baseline numbers versus historic numbers, or what I like to say, the glory days? You know, people call us all the time and say, our ads were working 3 months ago, 6 months ago, or a year ago. Okay, specifically, let's take a look at what happened historically versus right now, and how does that compare up? Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at your current baseline KPIs, and we're going to compare that to industry averages, again, depending on your ad setup and your funnel, but we want to see how do you rank overall? Are you on track? Are you in the red or the yellow or the green? Is it an A, B, C, D, F type of grade? And the next thing is we're going to determine which KPI levers, what are the things that you can focus on and put in a small amount of effort for the maximum return. So many times people want to redo their ads, redo their funnel, redo the colors, redo the copy, but they only have to work on 1 or 2 things, like you're going to find out in this case study. Now, what's going to happen next is we want to predict what's about ready to happen next. This way you have a solid plan. So we're going to gather the information, we're going to take a look at the numbers, we're going to see how they compare to the industry averages, we're going to see what we can fix specifically, and then what the goal is to develop a plan so we know what's going to happen over the next 7 to, let's say, 10 or 14 days or even 30 days. So many times people don't really know what's broken, and then they're just going to keep on testing, and they're going to test lots of different stuff. We want to see specifically what we can fix, again, put in a small amount of effort in, and the main thing is know exactly what's going to happen next so we can measure and inspect along the way. Again, you're going to have a solid plan here. Now, we've created different fix finders for different funnels. We've also automated, documented, and gamified on how to fix your ads and funnels quickly, all without trial and error and all the guesswork I talked about before. We also have resource links, examples, expert referrals, and more. So essentially, you have your own options. You can learn how to do it on your own, do it yourself. We have some training around that. Or we have some done for you resources and links that if you would like to have someone hold your hand to help fix your specific problem. Or we also want to give you referrals for done for you services as well. Sometimes it requires some very specific professionals to tweak the one or two small levers that you may have in your funnel that can make a world of difference. It all comes down to making sure that you have options that's right for you with your goals, your budget, and for you to be able to take next steps with confidence. So again, these advertiser fix finders are tools anyone can use regardless of your marketing channel. Just 7 simple steps. We're going to get your ads and funnels predictable and profitable again, just like we did for the client that we're about ready to show you here in the e-commerce case study. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Advertiser Fix Finder tool right now for the e-commerce case study. All right, let's take a look at the e-commerce example. So here's what we're going to do is we pull up the e-commerce fix finder, and basically essentially what's going to happen is this. We want to collect these specific KPI numbers over the last 7 days. So what have you been doing over the last 7 days for your conversion-based ads? So how much